Hello, faithful viewers. Welcome to Mr.Who Reviews, where today I'll be reviewing Pokemon Arceus and Zoo of Life. And I know that some people say name differently, but I'll probably just go two ways of saying the Pokemon name. Like, sometimes I might say Arceus, or sometimes I might say the Llama God. Because come on, it looks like a llama. Anyway, in this, the last of the trilogy of Pokemon movies that are connected together, Ash and Gang are in this town and they do some fun in like this river or something where they find these watermelons going down, and turns out the people that own them just put them out to dry or something, and they just said they'll battle them for the watermelons. Then just opens the titles come up. Like just the opening team, the titles, or and if this was so, just why Aston and Dawn are a great battling team. It just looks cool. They help each other out. They just support each other. And the battle just good. Anyway, after that they head to the ruins of the town. But then this water twister or whirlpool turns up, and Ash gets the bright idea to just attack it. I know that it seems sensible, but what will it do to attack it? It makes no sense. And I thought Ash would have been a bit more smarter than he was in the earlier seasons, but yeah, you can only dream. Anyway, as the whirlpool tries to suck Pikachu and Pip up, can't we say name right? Up this girl called the Sanya or something, like I can't really remember her name, sorry. And her friend Kevin turn up and see call for Dialga to help. And I wonder how Dialga heard her. It seems that she has the power to connect the Pokemon's hearts just by praying. Why do I get the idea this is how they got the character of N? It makes no sense. Anyway, after that, Garatina also wanted to finish the fight with Poke from the last movie, and then Asteroid stopped him, and then the other says that no, Garatina gets a flashback from the last movie where Ash rode on him, or it, were. Anyway, that's more fighting. Well, not really fighting. It's more whirlpools come up, and then Sona and Kevin bring to the ruins and explain why all this happened, and just mention the first two movies again, and just so who and what Arceus is, and it's also telling them that the leader of the town in the ancient times, uh, I say Demon or Darren. I'm sorry about this. It's just I'm all the day. But actually, Sarn's. I say Soka. Oh no. Sarnan, or I was say I don't know what to say. Well, it was the girl's ancestor, and he just betrayed Arceus, and Arceus shows up and he tries to give him the jewel of life because the family kept it safe all the years, but I don't know how it didn't like rust or something. And turned out it was a fake. Then Dialga, Palkia, and Garatina. So, and it is a good battle. And then Dialga sends the Gang minus Kevin to the past. For some reason, he brought him to when Arceus gets betrayed. It makes no sense. And another thing that makes no sense is they cover the Demon. I can't really say this. Sorry. I say Demon for this. The guy, the Demon's face, even though we saw what it looked like when Arceus came up. And then when the temple was about to fall, the August sends them even further into the past. And that's where they meet this new ruler, or the guy that took over from Mom. Say Marcus. Yeah, I think so. I think that's right. And Ketos tries to get answers, but they tries to put the ass and the others in prison, but he just talks to Sergei. I don't know, I forget the names. Ugh. And for some reason, he just tells him what happens. Like, you can totally tell this guy is just the bad guy in this. He just screams it. Like, subtly screams it. Anyway, they're Aston Gang are in the same cell as Demon or Dragon. It's hard to remember these names. Ugh. And it turns out that he didn't betray him. Marcus just use a hypnotism on him. And they keep going back and forward to the present. And Team Rocket does the stupid stuff in this. Like, they don't really do anything with the plot. They just just do the usual stuff. Want to get Arceus and the Jewel, and then find these pots and some of a medieval pitchfork. I think their helmets or crowns. And somehow they find the Jewel of Life, but it makes no sense why they did, because I thought the people there looked everywhere for it or something, but whatever. Anyway, we also see that Pokemon are slaves here, doing the cooking and called magical creatures, which kind of makes sense, but yeah. Anyway, as Cernia, or the Heart Girl tries to give the Jewel of Life back to Arceus, so now the Marcus just took it out of the staff that held it, and just attacks Arceus anyway. But since he told him what actually happened, he uses cement to drown the Llama God, and he's still angry. Still at the mall for some reason. Because I get why he mad at him in the first, like before they time traveled, but it makes no sense why he's mad at him here. Don't even be mad at humans in general. Since, I don't know who wrote this, but whoever did doesn't get to get time travel. Like, there is lots of that they do right, like when Arceus dies, everybody starts getting erased. That's kind of right. That's, yeah, I think it is right, but it just makes no sense. Like, at the end, when they go back to the future, or to them the present, Arceus is so mad. Why? And the place is still in ruins. Did it take time for time to reset or fix itself. It's just so stupid. And the way the artist calms down at the end is just by remembering Ash. Just like Garatina did. It's stupid at both points. Anyway. You see near the end that Marcus probably died when the temple started collapsing. I don't really care. The films in the Pokemon movies are just bad. They're not interesting. They're not good. They're just weird. I can't take someone seriously. Ugh. Oh yeah, Dan Green voices the Heart Girl's ancestor in this, and he's pretty good. But I think he's done better. And some of the lines the actor that plays Arceus in this does sound a bit weak. Like he's just reading them with the script right in front of him. It's just, I don't know. Anyway, they end this by reading the message that Dan Green, to say, Dark Girl's ancestor put down for him, and Arceus finally realizing that he belongs in the human world as well as he goes back to his dimension. The end credit song is okay, better than one in the Garatina movie, but not as good as I Always Remember You from the Darkrai one. And they do play half of the other two songs at the end of this, which is totally good. And there's also some scenes from the other characters from the first two movies. Like Baron Alberto is still trying to get Alice by putting balloons in his bike. Yeah. And Zero's still in jail. And the doctor from the Garatina movies trying to talk him into something, I think, or just trying to help him out. And we see Simon and Darkrai in the two scenes that I mentioned. And you get to see the what happened, some scenes of what happened with the Heart Girl's ancestor through tapestry painting, I say. And I'll just say, before seeing what happened to the Arceus, like before they time traveled, way more than way more. Well, yeah, I'd prefer to see it in the animation and that, besides the pictures they showed in the temple. It does look bad. Like Beauty and the Beast did I see glass painting as well. That looked just great. Here it just, I just couldn't tell what was what. I can see why this isn't as good as the other two, but there are some good stuff in it. Like again, they're doing the sci-fi with religion, and having the other three legendaries from the last two movies in this fighting the god of all Pokemon. It's just awesome. The villain might be a bit weak, and the scenes where Pikachu and Piplup are trying to escape with the Pichu is just there to give him a longer running time, and so they can make some friends to get reinforcements for Ash and Dawn when they're fighting Marcus. If I got the name wrong, I'm sorry. I'm not going names. Ugh. Um, the music, as always, very good. The animation is good as well. I don't know if it's the same. I kind of forget if it's the same animation they use for the anime TV. So does it does more I'll say I'm trying to think rubbery, but anyway, I give this a 5 out of 10. I think it's a bit better than Garatina and the Sky Warrior, but the Rise of Darkrai is just awesome, even with the problems there is with it. I probably have to check out the Japanese version with English subs to see if any different from this, but anyway, this time the final Pokemon movie for Diamond and Pearl, introducing 2 rare, or would it be legendary? Now it seems it's rare Pokemon from for the Black and White games, and 3 signees from the Johto games, and another Johto legendary. And the bad guy in the next one is way worse than the bad guy in this. I think the next one has more problems than this. Anyway, I'm Mr. Who, and I'll see you later.